Hi everyone. So a week back I created a video in which I discussed about an option that you as a software professional can consider if you want to settle abroad, and that option was settling in Netherlands. I hope I was able to convince some of you to consider that as an option. So this video is going to be a follow-up of that video. In this video I would be discussing how the entire process of interviewing, relocation and everything went for me. Without any delay, let's go into the video. So I started my process somewhere around last week of March. So the very first step for me was to list down all the companies that can sponsor my visa. If you go to LinkedIn and try searching jobs in Netherlands, you'll find a very long list of jobs. But there are so many companies that don't actually sponsor the visa. So to save the time and effort, and rather than applying everywhere, I listed down all the companies that can sponsor the visa and those who had the job openings at that time, and their skill set was matching to what I already had. So I created a curated list of all the companies that I wanted to apply. To name a few, I applied in Miro, Beat, Binder, Molly, Plaid, Databricks. There were a couple others. I had my list. I can make another video listing down all the companies and what are the advantages of going into that particular companies, like from what I knew at that particular time. Let me know in the comment section if you want to see that video. Okay, so once I had my final list of companies that I wanted to apply for, the next step was actually applying to the job. But wait, I need a resume first, right? I can't apply to any job without a resume. So yes, I obviously created my resume first. I have a video in which I shared my resume that I have and what are the tips and tricks that I used while creating that resume. I linked that video somewhere around here. So once I had my resume created, I can definitely go ahead and apply for these companies. But I didn't go through the career section of these companies and apply directly. Rather, I thought of finding out referrals. Because in my opinion, these days, recruiters get thousands of applications for a single job. So I wanted to get my chances of getting into a company better. So I thought, okay, I'll find out referrals. So to find out the referrals, I obviously didn't have my connections or my friends in all the companies that I wanted to apply. So I went ahead, searched the people who are already working in these companies and find out their LinkedIn connection and ping them directly. And many of them were kind enough to refer me. So the next step was obviously waiting for these recruiters to come back if my profile was shortlisted. I would say this waiting period was not very long. I was able to get calls from all of these companies in a week. No surprises here actually. I discussed this in my last video as well, that there are many job opportunities here and very less people to actually apply for these jobs. Okay, so once I had the recruiter calls, then the actual interviewing process started. The actual interviewing process was obviously different for different companies, but I would categorize them into two parts. One were the companies which didn't have any coding round as such, but they had home assignment. So you will get a problem statement and you can work any time in a week, and then once you have your solution finalized, you need to send back to the recruiters and they'll scan the assignment that you have delivered, judge you based on that and decide if they want to go ahead with you in the next rounds. The next round would be mostly focusing on discussing the assignment part, like how you did it, why you made certain choices, what you could have done if you want to make this particular assignment or this particular task as production ready. So we prepared about these kind of questions. After the assignment review round, there was system design rounds, just like any software engineer interviews, and then some behavioral rounds. So this process was followed by certain companies like Binder, Beat followed this particular approach. And then there were companies which conducted coding rounds. So just like any interviewing process that you had in India, there were rounds like coding, system design and behavioral round, like the same process that you have for any other company. So these were primarily two different approaches that each of the companies had. Obviously the first approach or interviewing style is very easy because you are supposed to do coding challenge in your own time. You can Google anything, you can use any library that you want to. And even with the coding part, the coding rounds here were not very difficult. I was allowed to use Google for anything that I wanted to search for. If I want to look for any methods that can do some part of computation, I could ask the interviewers. Now let's talk about the system design round. So system design rounds here also I didn't find very challenging. They were mostly focused on standard questions that we have. Okay, design a taxi system, design a logging system. So if you practice all these basic questions and you have your system design concepts cleared, you can easily crack the system design interviews as well. I think I should prepare a dedicated video about telling how you can actually prepare for each of these rounds for any job interview, actually, not just the job interviews here. So as I was telling, I started my interview process somewhere around last week of March. I was able to complete the interviewing process by 10 or 15 of April, and after that the step was obviously a salary discussion, negotiation and everything. Within next 1-2 days, I actually finalized the company that I wanted to join. I actually had few other interviews lined up even after I got the job offers. So I decided to communicate them back saying that at this particular moment I have decided to join this particular company, and maybe in future I can consider their offer, but at this particular moment I would like to go ahead with this company. I think it's very important to be honest about your current situation when you're interviewing, because the recruiter at the other end is also doing their job, and if you're actually honest with them, you can create a friendly connection with the recruiters, which can actually help you in future. Okay, so let me not divert from the topic. So after I accepted the offer letter, I was supposed to give few of the documents like my passport copy and everything. So my company here started the visa process. I think within 2-3 days I was informed that my visa application here has been approved. I need to go to Delhi Embassy and get my passport stamped with the visa. So I booked the appointment at Delhi Embassy. I just went there with my appointment. The whole process was completely easy, no hassle there. I had all the documents with me. I think it was majorly 2-3 documents. One was visa approval from the Netherlands government that my company sent, and the other were my photos, my passport, nothing major. So my passport was kept there in Delhi Embassy, and it took 3 days because at that time there was a long weekend. So I finally had my passport with the visa. Now I could book a flight any day and come here. But I was still to serve few more days notice period. But at that time the situation in Delhi was becoming very critical because of increase in COVID cases. Actually sitting on a flight and coming here is a story in itself. So I had my connecting flight from Delhi to Mumbai and then Mumbai to Netherlands. As soon as I landed to Mumbai, I switched on my mobile data. So the very first message that I actually saw was that there is no flight from India to Netherlands for like at least a month. So I was lucky enough to get on the last flight, I would say. And then I landed here. So after 2 weeks of quarantine, I had to go to IND here, which is Naturalization Department of Netherlands. I had to go there, get my RP, register myself and my address where I would be living with the municipality. Everything was done in couple of minutes, I would say. All this appointment at IND and all the documentation, everything was taken care by my employer, obviously. All in all, the entire process from starting the job search to interviews to relocation, everything happened in a month. The whole process was so smooth, so hassle-free, other than obviously the flight part. So that's it for the video. I hope seeing my journey, you guys are also motivated to try interviewing process and relocating here. I actually am not from tier 1, tier 2 college. If I tell you my college name, you probably wouldn't even have heard of the name. If I can do it, anyone can do it. So I would say just give it a shot, and in case you need any help from my side, drop out a comment. Let me know anything else that you would like to know and I can create a video on that. I would be creating more videos related to salaries, expenses, and then coding interview rounds and everything. So stay tuned for that. Okay, bye. I'll see you in the next video.